Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom Series. Today we have traveled to Chicagoland for the Chicagoland 80. This is going to be race number 10 in the More Freedom Series, Season 5, and the points race is heating up after last week, so let's go through your current top 10. Your points leader is the 333 of Keeping It Twisted. Second's going to be the 77 of Zip. Third will be the 34 of Super Snake. Fourth will be the 666 of Pistol Pete. Fifth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM. Seventh will be the 38 of Baseman. Eighth will be the 710 of Roddy. Ninth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 203 of Signs. Let's check in on your team and chassis standings. Amish Buggy still leads the way with MBR in second, Douche Motorsports third, fourth will be Aces to Zed Motorsports, and rounding out your top 5 will be G3 Motorsports. Chassis standings look like this: Dodge, Chevy, and Toyota. That's a look at all things points here for the Chicagoland 80. They're getting these cars fired up already, and hopefully the crowd piles in, but I think it's about time, so let's go racing. Well, let's go through your starting top 10 today for this Chicagoland 80. Starting on the pole will be the 8 of Moon Bunny, and on her outside, the 49 of Jetman. Starting third will be the 00 of Mudbone, and on his outside, the 999 of Deviant. Starting fifth will be the 33 of Harvey Jones, and on his outside, the 25 of JTM. Starting seventh will be the 34 of Super Snake, and on his outside, the 11 of TC Roberts. Starting ninth will be the 88 of NM, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 660 of Garrett Miller. So that's a look at your starting top 10 as we watch that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car getting ready to pull off here for this Chicagoland 80. Moon Bunny is starting last week like she finished it. Starting this week like she finished last week, starting on the pole. We'll see what she can do here today. Get 2 wins in a row. The green flag is out. We're underway here at Chicagoland. She's got that car wound up into turn 1 with the 49 of Jetman on the outside and the 00 of Mudbone right behind her as they head down the backstretch. It's 2x2 through the first few rows as they working down into turn 3 and 4. We're going to see, the high line right now looks like it's spiced up, ready to go here at Chicagoland, as it looks like the 49 of Jetman may take over the lead here from the 8 of Moon Bunny. So Jetman out to the lead here on lap number 1 as we watch the 999 of Deviant jump down to the inside right here. So Jetman, who has had a rough go this season, has now got his car out to the front of this field. As we see the 11 of TC Roberts here, let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on your left. Favorite driver scrolling across the top as the 49 of Jetman leads the way here at Chicagoland with the 999 of Deviant jumping way down to the inside right here. Jetman, that high line, that high middle line, looks like it is the line to go. I think they're going to have to do it down the backstretch here as we watch the 8 of Moon Bunny working down to the inside of the 34 of Super Snake. So Super Snake, again, that middle high line here at Chicagoland is the preferred line, I do believe, as we've got the 660 of Garrett Miller to the back bumper right there. Super Snake way down to the inside. He's not going to make that pass on the 11 of TC Roberts. So TC and Jetman both with rough seasons so far. TC currently last in the points, and Jetman 37th right now, both up here at the front of the field so far here at Chicagoland. Currently your fastest lap's going to be by the 95 of Zed Brunna at 188.94 miles per hour. Compared to last week at Chicago or at Coca-Cola, that is just, they're like sitting still. So Jetman still leads the way. We'll jump back through the field, see what's happening back here as we see the 66 or the 666 of Pistol Pete down to the inside of the 25 of JTM. Battle on the track right here for, looks like the JTM. I'm not sure. He's moved up a couple spots here. So JTM has moved up a couple spots. He's got that Sonic Dodge for MBR hooked up right now as we see a battle between the 666 of Pistol Pete and the 77 of Zip. So 2 front runners for Amish Buggy Racing. We got the Pennzoil Dodge and the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile here battling on the track as we see Pistol Pete jumping down, trying to get down to the inside of the 25 of JTM, as JTM's teammate, the 49 of Jetman, still leads the way here at Chicagoland. We're going to see if Zip goes to the high line here. Great chance for that 77 of Zip to move to the high line. Doesn't make that move as he stays behind the 666 of Pistol Pete. Jumping back here, we see the 42 of Mel Say What and battling. Actually, the 47 of Dash is now battling, almost battling with the 3 of Geek Girl Games. We got it double wide here in the back of the pack. Not sort of in the back of the pack right now as the 88 of NM to the top line, the high line around his teammate, the 51 of AJM. Battle on the track right here for about the 16th position. As we see it 3 wide with the 420, the 77, and the 33. So Harvey jumping to the high line right there. He's working around the outside of the 51 of AJM. We're going to see if he goes the same direction on the 88. He jumps down to the inside. Battle on the track again for about the 16th position right now. We're going to jump back up here to the front of the field as the 666 of Pistol Pete still working on that 25 at JTM. JTM moving to the high middle line again right there. That is definitely the preferred line here at Chicagoland, so they're going to have to work hard to get around drivers here, as we see the 999 of Deviant has lost a spot to the 11 of TC Roberts. TC is looking for his first win of the season here as he now works down to the inside of the 49 of Jetman. We see the cars bouncing around here at Chicagoland. Rough track through at least 3 and 4. A little bit of bouncing on the front stretch too, as we work lap number 10 of hopefully 54 laps of green flag action. About 43 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Again, your leader is still the 49 of Jetman. Second's going to be the third's going to be now the 34 of Super Snake. He's able to get around that 999 of Deviant, as we see the 8 of Moon Bunny working to the outside of the... Actually, I think Garrett's trying to work down to the inside of the 8 of Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny, wow. Look at that move by the 8 of Moon Bunny. She works down to the inside of the 999 of Deviant. We're going to see if she can make this pass stick as she's working through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, here comes the 660 of Garrett Miller. He's going to try to give her some draft help. No, he's going to get down to the inside. She's going to slam the door on Garrett right there as JTM works to the outside. So JTM to the outside of the 660 of Garrett Miller, making it 3 wide right now. Almost 3 wide was the 666 of Pistol Pete. We have several of the Amish Buggy Racing drivers right here. 4 of them right now running sort of top 10. As we see the 660, the 666, the 77, and the 34 here up the front of the field. Looks like JTM might lose this position here to the 77 of Zip. He tries to get down to the inside of the 660 of Garrett Miller. I don't think he's going to make that pass stick. Zip's going to work to the outside right here. So the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile working to the outside of the 25 at JTM. He's going to make that pass. JTM's going to drop back to now I believe the 7th position, maybe the 8th position. As Zip now to the outside of the 660 of Garrett Miller. So Zip is trying to work to the front of the field here. Currently being blocked by that 8 of Moon Bunny. He is now around that 660 of Garrett Miller. He's going to set his sights on the 8 of Moon Bunny and the 999 of Deviant. We got 3 wide with the 25 of JTM. Oh, very, very close right there between the 666 of Pistol Pete and the 660 of Garrett Miller. Don't want to see any, what do we call that? We don't want to see any teammate on teammate action, teammate on teammate crime right there. As the 25 to the back bumper of the 77 is Zip. Moon Bunny is staying in the front, or staying in that high line as JTM moves to the high line. Here comes the 47 of Dash. So Dash has gained about 4 or 5 positions here. He's slowly working up to the front of the field as we still see the 49 of Jetman leading the way. So Jetman has led from the, basically led from the green flag here. He's able to work around that 8 of Moonbunny. He's kept everybody behind him so far. As we see the 47 of Dash now around the 77 of Zip. Looks like the 666 of Pistol Pete may make that same move. So Dash has got the high line working right now, as he is now to the outside of the 25 of JTM. So JTM's going to lose that spot to the 47 of Dash. We're going to see if Dash, he's jumping down to the inside. Here comes the 666 of Pistol Pete. JTM might get that position back as Moonbunny slams the door on Dash right there. Down into the turn they go, 3 and 4. JTM to the high side. Dash to the bottom. We're going to see if JTM works to the outside of the 8 of Moonbunny here onto the front stretch. So JTM to the outside. He's going to work in probably to the 5th position here as we see a battle for the lead. The 11 of TC Roberts tries to get down to the bottom of the track, trying to get around that 49 of Jetman. We're going to see if he gets any help from the 34 of Super Snake. So it's going to be almost a, I thought it was going to be a 3-wide battle right there, as the 11 of TC Roberts might have him on the outside here. So Jetman working down to the bottom of the track. We're going to see what TC does. TC looks like he's going to lead that lap as they work into turn 1. Your leader on the track now, the 11 of TC Roberts. A great move by that 11 of TC Roberts for Aces to Z Motorsports. Able to take over the lead here on lap number 19 from the 49 of Jetman. So it looks like he's starting to pull away just by a couple car lengths here. The 34 of Super Snake to the high line. Looks like the 25 of JT. Oh, we got pit stops happening, folks. We're going to stay with the 34 of Super Snake as he takes over the lead here. So JTM now into the 2nd position. The 47 of Dash looking like he's going to take over the 3rd spot. So Dash, who started, let's see where he started on the track. He started 20th here today, is now moved into the 2nd position. He's going to work on the outside of the 25 of JTM. So Dash now taking over the 2nd position here. He has a great car here through stint number 1 at Chicagoland, as they are now all jumping down into the pits. Looks like we might have had an incident on the track. We're going to follow that 34 of Super Snake. We saw some smoke and stuff into the outside wall. We are still under green here at Chicagoland. We're going to watch the 34 of Super Snake, who is your leader right now. He started in the 7th position today. He's bringing them down pit road. He is going to pull into his pits. We're going to see what he does. Looks like right side tire is going on for the 34. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop for Super Snake here, as we see the 33 of Harvey Jones pulling into his pits. Dash is down. He's away. He's coming down. Here comes the 34 of Super Snake. 25 of JTM's a little bit extra time in the pits right there. Deviant looks like he's going to get out before him. Not really sure what happened with that. We're going to keep an eye. Signs might have been involved in that. Actually, looks like the 11 of TC Roberts is probably going to take over the lead with the 49 of Jetman there. We're going to try to see if we can't catch up with the 203 of Signs and see if we got a little bit of damage right there on the 329 of Heck of a Duber. So I'm showing some people a lap down. I'm not sure what the cause of that would be, but your leader on the track right now is the 11 of TC Roberts, I think. Actually, it was being shown as the 10 of Scooter. So Scooter picks up those all-important 5 bonus points here. So I'm watching TC. Looks like everybody is in and out of the pits. So Scooter's still being shown as the leader. We're going to wait for everything to straighten itself out, and then we'll have a look at what's going on. I am showing King of the Aces a lap down. Not sure if that's quite correct right now. He may have been involved with that, whatever happened with him and Duber. That might actually have been it. It might have been him and Duber getting into an altercation. We'll see if we can't catch up to the 13 of King of the Aces. Not sure where he is on the track right now. He's still being shown in the race. We'll go through your top 10 in just a moment once we get everything figured out. There's King. So Coda's being shown a lap down right now. I'm not sure what happened. He may have been involved in that incident with Duber. I'm not quite sure. But let's go through your current top 10. Your leader after pit stop number 1 is going to be the 11 of TC Roberts. Second's going to be the 49 of Jetman. Third will be a rookie, the 42 of Mel Say What. Fourth will be the 38 of Baseman, looking for win number 2 here. Fifth will be the 34 of Super Snake. Sixth will be the 47 of Dash. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Ninth will be the 51 of AJM. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 203 of Signs. Yeah, so incident, I believe, probably that's what involved the 13 and possibly the 329. Coda actually started, where did King start here today? He started 22nd. So that's a possibility, as Mel is just about caught up to the back bumper of the 49 of Jetman. She is looking for her first win of her career here in the series. And she is trying to track down your leader, who is the 11 of TC Roberts. So after those pit stops, which, what was it, about 19 laps? So that'll put us about lap 40. So I think we got one more pit stop to go here at Chicagoland, as we see the 42 of Mel Say What jump down to the inside of the 49 of Jetman. So she is working down into the turn 1. He takes that high line. Mel is staying with him right here. He's going to get the run off the turn. She's staying with him. She's going to probably have to pull back in behind. So still back into the third position is the 42 of Mel Say What. Let's keep jumping back through this field. So the 38 of Baseman, he started the day. Let's see where he started today at. Baseman started back in 32nd position here today. So currently running 7th in the points. That could be good for him, as he looks like he has a good car here today, as we see the 34 is Super Snake, who he actually is running in the 5th position. He was working to the high side. I'm not sure if King was trying to get around him or not, as we see the 47 of Dash trying to work down to his inside. 00 Mudbone. He is into the top 10 after starting. Oh, where did Mudbone start at today? He didn't start in his normal last place position. So he's struggling to find him in the list because he's not in last. Wait, he started 3rd. That's why. He's way up there in the front, but he has now worked himself back into the top 10. 23 of Fuller Than You. Fuller, however, he started in the 36th position today. So great run so far for that 23 of Fuller Than You. And the 51 of AJM, he's top 10 in points, so he definitely needs to be up here in the top 10. He started 11th today, and the 3 of Geek Girl Gang started back in 18. So lots of movement today here at the Chicagoland, as we see the 999 and the 25 have fallen back, as well as the 666 of Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete worked up to the front early going, and he has fallen back just a little bit. Pete started back up in 14th. He currently runs in the 14th position, so he's back to his spot. He is battling with his teammate and car owner, 777 of Seabass and the 660 of Garrett Miller right there. Battle on the track with the 799 of Mike Check and the 544 Frederick Winklebaum. Looks like Mike's going to take over that position, as we see the 77 of Zip now working down to the inside of the 544. Frederick to the outside line right there. He's going to get a good drive through the turn, as well as the 333 of Keeping It Twisted. And Moon Bunny, who started on the pole, has now fallen all the way back to the 23rd position here today. So may have missed on the race setup there for Victoria's Secret Chevy for G3 Motorsports. Again, we still have one pit stop to go. We'll see how everybody handles that, as the 95 down at her inside. So Zed's still with the fastest lap on the day. There at the beginning of the race, we see the 88 of NM and the 96 of Nico battling right there with a 356 of Ice Cream Some Days. Jump back here through the field. Currently running way back here in the last position. Oh my goodness. While we were looking away, the 42 of Mel Say What has taken over the lead from the 11 of TC Roberts. She is trying to work around the inside of the 329 of Heck of a Duber. TC says, you know what? I'm going with Duber here, and he works to the outside of the Mel. Mel's going to lead a lap, and the 49 of Jetman thinking about jumping to the outside. The 11 of TC Roberts trying to work down to the inside of the 329 of Heck of a Duber. So that could have been an exciting thing happening there as Mel was able to get around the 49 of Jetman and able to get around the 11 of TC Roberts as they both jumped down to the inside of the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Jetman not there to take advantage, trying to work to the outside of them. So we now have the 11 of TC Roberts down to the inside here. Jetman trying to move up a little bit. Mel shuts the door. And it looks like we've got a yellow flag on the track, folks. Yellow flag on the track. Duber is saved from losing a lap there. So we'll see what brought out that caution in just a moment. But we got a caution on the track. We've got 16 laps to go. This is going to be the final pit stop of the day for these drivers. We're going to see who can get in and who can get out the fastest here, as it looks like we might have some folks staying out, testing their luck here today. That's actually going to be the 13 of King of the Aces. So looks like Scooter is in the pits right now. So Mel is working down into her pit. TC looks like he's about to go in. Watching Mel, it's going to be right side tires on her car and fuel. Fuel only for the 11 of TC Roberts. So a fuel only stop for the 11 of TC Roberts. We're going to watch that 49 of Jetman is going 4 tires. A crazy strategy here today by the 11 of TC Roberts and Aces to Z Motorsports. A fuel-only stop for TC. Very, very interesting. Well, let's see what brought out your caution. This caution is going to be brought out by contact between the 10 of Scooter and the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Looking like this is going to be Winkle's fault here. Let's watch this happen. Yeah, Winkle just gets into... Winkle just gets into the 10 of Scooter and turns him there. So that's going to knock the 10 of Scooter out of the race. Let's go through your current top 10. Your leader is the 11 of TC Roberts after that incredible pitch strategy that he had. Fuel only for him. And second's going to be the 42 of Mel Say What. Third will be the 49 of Jetman. Fourth will be the 34 of Super Snake. Fifth will be the 47 of Dash. Sixth will be the 38 of Baseman. Seventh will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Eighth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Ninth will be the 51 of AJM. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So again, interesting strategy here for the 11 of TC Roberts. Not exactly sure what Aces to Z is thinking. They took fuel only. And I don't know. Maybe they're hoping for another caution. And lights are out on that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car, which means 1 lap to go until we go green here today. So TC is your leader. We're going to get a double file restart. He has fuel only and old tires. So we're going to see what he can do at the front of this field. And I don't know. Bold strategy here by Aces to Z Motorsports with the 11 of TC Roberts. desperately trying for a win here in the More Freedom Series, get them back up into higher than last in points here. So TC's going to be leading us down to the green flag. Mel's going to be the outside. And Jetman's going to be behind him. And so that could be bad for Jetman. Jetman on new tires. And TC on old tires. Pace car is in. We're waiting on the starter. They're into the start zone. Green flag is out. We're back underway here at Chicagoland. So down into turn one they go. Jetman already thinking about trying to get down to the inside of the 11. So again, fresh tires for the 49, and you can see it. You can see it, folks. I think TC may have blown up here. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with that 11 of TC Roberts as the 203 of Sainz. I don't know what Sainz just did. This is great for the 11. 11 might be out of gas. I'm not exactly sure, but he is going to get a free pit stop here as multiple drivers involved in the melee. So you saw that happening live right there. We're going to try to catch up to the front of this field as the 42 of Mel Say What is your leader here. So I am already showing them pushing the 799 of Mike Check back behind the wall. So I don't think we're getting any pit stops, and I'm not sure what happened with TC. And so we thought, hey, this is fuel only, right? But it may not have actually been fuel only. Maybe there was something that happened with their fuel canisters. Something definitely happened with the 11 of TC Roberts, and whatever happened, fuel pickup, whatever, I think TC ran out of gas there. And yeah, so let's see what brought out that caution. Let's watch that happen again. Right, we're going to watch this happen. You're going to see Sainz. He's going to swerve down to the bottom of the track. I'm not sure what happens. Let's watch this happen. You see him jumping down, and I think he was trying to get a pass, and then loses it down into the turn, slides back up on the track, and that's where all the melee happens. We'll get a view from the 29 of Wishbone Attacks roof cam here. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Out of the race as a result is going to be the 660 of Garrett Miller, the 777 of Seabass, 20 of Adam B5000, the 77 of Zip, and the 799 of Mike Check, all out of the race as a result of that caution. So let's go through your current top 10. Your leader on the track is the 42 of Mel Say What. Second's going to be the 34 of Super Snake. Third will be the 38 of Baseman. Fourth will be the 49 of Jetman. Fifth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Sixth will be the 47 of Dash. Seventh will be the 51 of AJM. Eighth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Ninth will be the 25 of JTM. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 999 of Deviant. So, yeah, this could be good. A good restart. We're going to see what Mel has for the restart here as she is now down to the inside. And she's going to have some contention right now by the 34 of Super Snake on the outside. Baseman's going to be right behind her, and on the outside of him is going to be the 49 of Jetman. So pace car is off, waiting for the starter. They're into the restart zone. The green flag is out. We're back underway here at Chicagoland. Great jump by that 34 of Super Snake. He's going to work to the outside. Looks like he's going to try to take over the lead here. He is going to get the lead from the 42 of Mel Say What. So Super Snake for Amish Buggy Racing is looking for win number 2 on the season, as well as the 38 of Baseman is. So Mel to the outside right there on the 38 of Baseman, 49 of Jetman down to the inside. We've got a three-way battle back here in the back of the pack. So Mel still to the outside of the 34 to Super Snake. Works up in front of her. Drops down to the inside. We're going to see if Mel gets a run through 1 and 2 here. Getting help along by the 23 of Fuller Than You and the 47 of Dash. She tries to work down to the inside of the 34. She's not going to make it. Here comes the 47 of Dash to the outside of the 23 of Fuller Than You. So Dash now into the third position right here. We're going to see if he works to the outside of the 42. Mel shuts the door on him. He's working to the outside of the 34 of Super Snake with 6 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Your leader on the track is going to be the 42 of Mel Say What for Team Raining Tacos and the Liquid Molly Dodge. So Mel out to the lead right now. Dash working to her bumper. A couple of rookies in the season. Rookies to the series up here at the front of the field. Here comes the 34 to Super Snake and the 999 of Deviant. We're going to see if Super Snake works down to the... He's going to try to work to the inside of the 47 of Dash. 999 of Deviant's going to try to go with him. They're going to push him through. Try to push through 3 and 4 here. Under 5 laps to go. Your leader, the 42 of Mel Say What. Second's going to be the 47 of Dash. Third's going to be the 34 to Super Snake. Fourth's going to be the 999 of Deviant. As we watch the 49 of Jetman working to the back bumper, the 23 of Fuller Than You. We're following along with your leaders, the 42 and the 47. It is nose to tail. First through, I don't know, 7th or 8th right now. Super Snake trying to get a run on the outside. He's going to get a good run off the turn. He's going to move to the back bumper, the 47 to Dash. He's going to try to push down to the inside into 1. Super Snake is, we've got a battle for the lead right now between the 47 of Dash and the 42 of Mel Say What. Dash to the outside, Mel down to the bottom. With about 2 laps to go here, your leader on the track now going to be the 47 of Dash. Mel falling back a spot. She's going to run in behind right there. I believe we're going to get the white flag next time by, possibly, for your leader on the track, the 47 of Dash, who, again, started way back in the 20th position. So Dash coming into 3 and 4. He is your leader. He's going to get the white flag here. Coming off before, your leader, the 47 of Dash, he's coming down. He's going to take the white flag. He might have it here today, folks. Mel into second position. Super Snake into third. Mel going to try to work the little bit of the high line. Looks like Super Snake working the high line on the 42 of Mel Say What. Mel not going to have enough to get around the 47 of Dash. Dash out to the lead. He's got 2 car lengths right now over the 42 of Mel Say What. Into 3 and 4. Your leader, the 47 of Dash, coming off of 4. He's coming down to the front stretch. It's going to be his first win in the More Freedom Series. Rookie on the season, your winner here today at Chicagoland, the 47 of Dash. I will say that Dash probably had the best, not just because he won. You saw him move up through the field with ease into that first stint. And he was able to power around the outside of the 42 of Mel Say What. He's going to pick up his first win of his career here in the More Freedom Series. Let's go through your finishing top 10. Your winner again is the 47 of Dash. Second's going to be the 42 of Mel Say What. Third will be the 34 of Super Snake. Fourth will be the 999 of Deviant. Fifth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Sixth will be the 49 of Jetman. Seventh will be the 66 of Hondo. Eighth will be the 38 of Baseman. Ninth will be the 51 of AJM. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 00 of Mudbone. So Hondo comes up from 27th. It's going to finish the top 10, finish 7th here today. Man, if this racing can't get any better, next week we head to the Nashville Super Speedway for the Nashville 60. So that should be an exciting race here today, or next week. Let's check in on those all-important points. See who is leading, see who was the big loser here today. We know that Zip was in an accident, and I believe The 666 of Pistol Pete, he's going to finish way back in 31st, so you're seeing those points. Let's also check in on your team and chassis standing. So another good day for Amish Buggy Racing, and they have definitely extended their lead here. Well, the racing in this season has been amazing. 39 drivers here in the field, and first win of his career is going to be by the 47 of Dash. Listen, Dash just turned 21, I do believe, and what a great way to celebrate that 21st birthday, besides getting a win here in the More Freedom Series. So congratulations to him. He is your winner today, and until next week at Nashville, take care.